All right, today I want to talk about a couple of reels that have caught my attention on eBay. This whole thing started with me watching a video by this guy, PMR, Pimp My Reel, and he has a channel on YouTube, and I'm gonna post it on the. I'm gonna post a link to the specific video on the comments. They are these two reels. These are Chinese reels. They are unbranded. At least one of them is unbranded. The other one is Camekoon. And the names that they go by on eBay, if you want to look for them, just in case my link doesn't work, is the first one is this one. This one is called the CNC Conventional Lever Drag Saltwater Fishing Reel Full Metal Jigging Reel, and this is the 300 version. And this other one is called CNC Machine Jigging Big Game Saltwater Fishing Reel 2-speed lever drag. The main differences between these two, they are that this one is a 2-speed, this one is a single speed, and this one has a brake control. This one doesn't have it. They both, when you look at the pictures on eBay, they both look the same, but they're actually quite different. I don't know what the story with these reels is, but I think, based on what I can see, I think they're both made in the same factory. One of the reels, this one, the CNC Big Game reel, the one with the 2-speed, this seems to be made in the same factory as the Ocean Maxell Ocean 50. And this apparently, based on what other people are saying, PMR, he thinks that this is a copy of the Maxell Ocean 50, which is a $400 reel. And these two reels, each one is just about 120 bucks each. So it's a big difference in price. And on the PMR video, one of the things that he does is he takes this one apart, the 2-speed. He takes it apart, and he is very impressed by this reel because of the manufacturing, how clean it's made, and the quality of the materials. I'm not going to talk much about that because he has already done it, so you can just watch that part of the video, and I'm not going to take them apart today either. I think that these two reels, one thing that I can tell you is that the gears are different. I'm going to zoom in on these reels in a little bit so you can see them better. The gears are different because this one has a bigger gear compartment, and this one doesn't. This is just a smaller gear compartment. One of the things that I would like to say is, okay, so now we have these two reels here side by side, and let's go over the little differences one at a time. The first difference is that the 2-speed reel is a lot more massive than the reel with the brake. See there? But like I mentioned before, the spool is the same width and the same height. Is this, now that I look at it closer, this spool might be a little bit bigger, but I still use 440 yards between these two reels, and I have some actually quite a bit left over. Another difference is this brand is a Camekoon reel, and this one doesn't have a brand at all. There's no name brand. This is the one that is supposed to be the copy of the Maxell Ocean 50. It has no brand at all. The clicker on these reels is actually very nice. It's very loud. Let me undo this thing. I have my line tangled up here. There we go. So the clicker is plenty loud. I wouldn't say that is too stiff. It's actually a little bit on the soft side. You know, some people like to set the reels just on clicker with no drag for when they get a bite. It depends on the current. I might do that with this reel, but it will depend on the current, because if there's a lot of current, this clicker is not going to hold it. It's just going to drag your line. This reel here is, let me put the clicker on. It sounds a little bit more muffled. This other clicker is more high pitch, and this one is probably a little bit louder. So I like the other one better. Just put this line back so I don't have it going around everywhere. All right. So that's the clicker. When I was spooling the reels, I felt that both reels are actually very, very smooth, but you can feel the gears. You know, it's a little bit, I don't know what I can call it, geary, I guess. It's not like for example, I have my Daiwa Saltist conventional star drag, which is buttery. It's like super smooth, and these are not that. There's a heft to both of them, especially this one, especially the 2-speed is a very hefty reel. They're not light. The drag seems to be the same, which, by the way, I forgot to mention. Both of these reels are dual drag, and at strike they can have up to 28 pounds of drag, and at full drag they can go all the way up to low to mid 40s, which is a lot. They have, most reels, like my Avids, they only have a drag on the one side. These ones, both of them, and you can see that on the PMR video, you know, when he takes them apart, you can see that the drag is on both sides on this one, and I think this one is the same. I think this one has a drag on both sides. I talked about the mount. I like the Camekoon mount a little bit better. It's just a piece of aluminum, and it looks really well made. I don't know too much about reel mounts, but this one seems like I don't even know if it's aluminum or not. It's just a stamped metal, and it looks cheap compared to this one, but I guess they both will do the job. Like I showed earlier, the actual reel seat is a little bit different. The 2-speed has a little bit, let me put it there so you can see it, a little bit of a larger seat compared to the Camekoon, but the difference is not too much. The handles are almost identical. The cutout, you see the profile is, get that one there. The profile is almost the same, but the cutout on top, actually the profile is identical. The cutout on top is a little bit different. This one has to be different to accommodate the gear mechanism, so it will be different. The handles, they look the same on the pictures, but they're actually a little bit different. Not a big deal, but the shape is a little bit different. Not a deal breaker. Due to the quarantine, I haven't had the fortune to try these reels. I would love to try them, so I cannot tell you how is it to fish with them. But if you ask me about build quality, the feel of the reel, the materials, you know, how it feels to the touch, how it feels when you handle the reel, how it feels when you drag the clicker, the overall feeling of the reel, it seems to be very high quality. This is not, I mean, I don't want to make a general statement, but this is not typical Chinese quality. Actually, some thought went into creating these reels, whether it was Chinese people thinking about this or some other nationality, like maybe American thinking about this. I don't know if Maxell are American, I'm not sure, but I think they are. But the Maxell brand, I don't think is Chinese. So I don't know if these designs were copied or not. I don't know that for sure. But what I can tell you for a fact is that you cannot beat the quality of these reels for 120 bucks. Well, this is it. I hope you like it. I am not sorry that I didn't give you an unboxing. I actually don't like unboxing videos. I think they're not fun for me to watch, so they're not fun for me to make. So this is it for now, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you like them, again, give them a try for 120 bucks. It's worth giving them a shot, and I think they're gonna work just fine. All right, guys, that's it for all. Bye.